Hey there everybody, Roguefox here, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today, we will be creating an automatic farm for the Bedrock Edition. Now some of you may be saying, wait a minute, didn't you create an automatic farm a little while ago? And the answer is yes. Yes I did. I created this automatic farm right here about a couple of months ago. Now the purpose of this farm was to be an AFK farm, but shortly after the release of the video, they took away that ability for us to AFK the farm. So I decided to make a couple tweaks and some changes to this build, and what I came up with was our new design that we have right here to the left. Now if we drop down, we can already see there's a huge difference in size. We don't have a huge hopper clock like on the previous build, and we also don't have the dispenser up top. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at this new design. This farm is going to work the exact same as the previous one, except it's a little more compact. So how this works, we flip this lever right here, this gets our farmland going up and down, and then we flip this lever right here, this gets our dispensers going with our bone meal inside, and all we do is step up with our seeds, carrots, potatoes, beetroot, whatever you have, and then we go ahead and start planting away. Now I put this into survival mode so you can actually see that I'm getting crops back, because when we do this in creative mode, it's very hard to tell whether or not we're gaining the crops or losing them. For this build, these are all the supplies we're gonna need. Take note, in the top left corner, those are 3 dispensers, not droppers. And as always, if you want to go ahead and pause the video, do that and gather your supplies, and then we'll continue on. So to start things off, we want a 5x4 area, just like this, and we want to go ahead and put in our farmland with our sticky piston. So to do that, let's put a temporary block right here on our highlighted block. Grab your sticky piston, place it facing up with our dirt block on top. Now grab your redstone torch, we're going to come around to the back side here and place it on the back of the piston just like that. Grab some blocks, we're going to make a little L shape like this with a block off to the side of our piston. Grab your redstone repeater, place it right here and set it to 4 ticks, and then grab some redstone dust and place it like that. And right here we have a working redstone clock. Now to shut it off, we put a block on this side right here with a piece of redstone dust. And then we want to throw in our floor, so come right above it and place 3 blocks like this. Grab our lever, place it right there, and then flip it. And this will shut down the whole clock, and then if we flip it again, it starts it right back up. From here, we want to set up our dispensers. So to do that, we want to grab our blocks and place them all around our dirt block like this. And on this back block, I'm going to put a temporary block like that, and put 2 blocks on both sides of it. We can go ahead and knock that out. Now it should look a little something like that. What we want to do is grab our dispensers and then just fill in these blocks right here. So there we go, it should look a little something like that. Now let's go ahead and wire it up. So to do that, let's grab our lever, place it down on this end right here, and then I'm going to come 2 blocks up, and then I'm going to place a comparator on top and set it to subtract mode. Now I'm going to go ahead and run that comparator into this block right here. And then from there, I'm going to put 2 blocks off to the side with some redstone dust. And then if we flip our lever here, you can see we have a working comparator clock. Now all we have to do is bring the blocks up to our dispensers and wire them up. So from here, put a block right there, get your redstone dust, and then we just walk it up like this. And on the dispenser here, make sure to crouch place. And there we go. So let's flip it. And we have all 3 dispensers firing. Now that our redstone is all finished, we want to go ahead and finish up the rest of this farm. So I realized I forgot to put in the water first. I like to put the water into the back corner right here, but I already placed my block down. Now it's totally up to you if you want to break that out and put the water in, but I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to put a block down like this, grab some slabs, and then I'm just going to line up the side like that. Grab your bucket of water and place it in right there. That way it's nice and even with our dirt block. Now earlier in the video, I did showcase this without a top, but after further testing, I realized some of my crops were flying up here. So to prevent that, I'm going to go ahead and throw a block up top like that. And then the last thing we need to do is grab our hoe and then till our land. Now that's all finished. I have bone meal inside each dispenser. Now the only thing left to do is grab some crops and test this thing out. Now in order to give it an accurate test, I went ahead and put myself back into survival mode. So let's go ahead and fire things up. And if we look in my hotkey, I have one of each item. So let's fire that up. And then let's fire up our dispensers. And let's go ahead and try out our beetroot. There's a beetroot. There's some seeds back. That works. Now let's go ahead and try our wheat. There's some wheat, some seeds. Now let's go ahead and try potatoes. And then finally our carrots. And there we go. And there you have it. That is the automatic farm. Now, the only flaw that I think there is with this design is that we are at the mercy of the dispensers. So what I mean by that, any build using a dispenser system like this, there's going to be some rate difference in the crops we get back. So what I mean is that sometimes, depending on the dispensers and how they're firing, we may get one crop back, or we may get 2 or 3. But as you saw in the last clip, this farm definitely yields us plenty of crops. So with that being said, this is the end of our tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This has been Rogue Fox, and I'm out. See you later.